Hello and welcome here to Talk STB, and the title race will go down to the final day. It'll be between Barcelona and Real Madrid after we beat Espanyol 5-0 today. Now I'm going to be showing you some clips here today, guys. Going to be running through the goals. Again, I've reduced the screen and the split screen so that we can avoid copyright and all of those sorts of things. But you can see the goals here. Fantastic opening goal from Lionel Messi, and it was so important for us today to get that early goal. Inside the first 10 minutes, the crowd were fantastic today. We had the mosaic before the game started. The Camp Nou was really on its feet. It was singing, it was chanting, the atmosphere was good, and that's exactly how we started the game, with a lot of intensity. We didn't let Espanyol even get out of their half. We penned them back, we pushed them back, we made sure that we had them on the ropes, and Lionel Messi, in those sort of areas, don't give him that time, don't give him that space. He was in and around the box all the time. They were bringing him down, giving away silly free kicks, and Messi punished them with a free kick that I believe we've seen so many times this season. Those sort of areas, he will gobble up those chances. Absolutely fantastic. Pinpoint. Pau had no chance. But for the rest of the half, really, it was quite tentative. We did that thing where we'd score the early goal and then we'd retreat. We didn't really play with that intensity for the full 45 minutes in the first half. And that's been expected, really. The last few weeks, we'd not really had enough in the tank to do that. We were just content with our one-goal lead. Espanyol were getting more and more frustrated. 14 fouls they committed in that first half. 14. And they finished the game with 25 fouls against their name. A really shocking performance, I must say, from them. Not only in terms of their just brutal force, but they created nothing. They never showed any threat at all. They didn't play well, and we fully deserved to win this game 5-0. And we came out the second half, as we've done on a few occasions recently. Whether Luis Enrique again inspired them, motivated them, we don't know. But a really good goal from Luis Suárez. Dani Alves wins the ball back, makes the interception, gives it into Messi, who takes a quick touch, pops it onto Luis Suárez. And again, it's a really calm, cool, composed finish. And Suárez, after this game, is now on 37 goals in La Liga with 16 assists. It looks safe to say now he's going to get the Pichichi. Really impressive from him. Suárez then gets on the score sheet again, this time through Neymar, and then Rafinha, with his first touch, comes on, scores a tap-in. Pau, the goalkeeper, who is one of those in the build-up to this game, he'd been talking a lot, he'd been saying how much he wanted to help Real Madrid in winning the title. Well, he certainly didn't do that today. Shocking performance from him. Rafinha scores his mistake. And then in the last few minutes then, Neymar, who again was much better today, looked much more confident, much more comfortable on the ball. He gets again a tap-in. Luis Suárez playing a nice ball across the box, and he was there to finish it off. 5 goals in all, and a much needed result. 3 points, and like I say, we're now going to the final day of the season. It's going to go right down to the wire, and now it's between us and Real Madrid only. Atletico Madrid have fallen to already relegated Levante today. They went 1-0 up through Fernando Torres, but they were pegged back by 2 goals, which means they are now unable to win the title. Real Madrid went about 3-1 up against Valencia. However, then Valencia, despite having a man sent off, came back to 3-2, but they couldn't get the draw out of it. There were suspicions of offside through Karim Benzema's second goal, which looked very controversial now. But there's 1 point separating us and Real Madrid. Real Madrid travel to Deportivo on the last day of the season, and we will go to Granada to try and secure back-to-back titles in this league. Very interesting as well today is that Granada are now safe in La Liga. They have secured their position in the league for another season, which means we'll be going there and they won't need anything from the game. I was quite worried about this one because I remember when we went to Granada last season, we went 1-0 down and it took a real fight back in the second half from us to come back. This time though, they're not going to be playing with as much intensity. Their job is done now. They've been vying for safety now for a number of months. They finally got there. So when we go there in the last day of the season, it should be a little easier for us, and I would firmly expect us now to retain this title. Today was the difficult game. Today was the derby game. We knew Espanyol would come out fighting. We knew they'd press us at every opportunity they got. And that's exactly what they did. They came out. They were solid. They were resolute. But it wasn't just that, was it? They were kicking us. They were pulling the shirts. They were getting far too tight. And I think the referee did okay. I don't think he was very good at all in that first half. He gave a yellow card to Lionel Messi, which was ridiculous. There were so many challenges going on around him. No idea why he singled Messi out. But like I say, 25 fouls conceded by Espanyol today. They had 7 yellow cards, and it was really, really poor. I think it's really, really sad to see a team come out and basically just depend on fouling the opposition, wasting that time and relying on physicality and brute force to get them through the game. But I'm really, really pleased that we punished them today, because our finishing, for once, and it hasn't always been like this season, but we were clinical. We were very, very good in front of goal, particularly Luis Suárez today. When he got his chances, he scored a brilliant first goal, first touch, bang, goal. The second goal as well, he shows again a bit of physicality of his own, pushes away the defender when the corner kick comes in and heads home Neymar's cross. Nice to see us scoring from a set piece, something that we don't always see as Barcelona supporters. And again, like I say, Rafinha coming on, Arda Turan coming on, both of them played a part in Rafinha's goal. Arda Turan pops it off to Neymar, Neymar squares it then. Like I say, big mistake from the big talking but not big performing Pau in goal. He makes the mistake and Rafinha's there to tap it home with his first touch. And I really want to see Rafinha getting involved now. Hopefully he can get some minutes in the last game of the season. Then he's going to go away at the Copa America with Brazil. So I'm looking forward to that, because I want to see him get some minutes under his belt. I want to see him showing the sort of player that he was at the beginning of this season, before that injury. I thought he was really, really good then. So if he can get back to that level, it's a really, really big player for us. And then finally, like I say, really, really good today to see Neymar getting his goal, because once again, just like last week, he played really well. He was taking on players. He was doing his tricks. He saw a fantastic Rabona at one stage in the match. There were back heels. There were moments of pure magic from him, and he had a part in a few of the goals as well. So really important that he gets himself on the score sheet. And if I just let you know about the top goal scorers in the league, I mentioned that Luis Suárez is on 37 goals. Lionel Messi's goal today takes him to 26 in the league with 16 assists, and Neymar's goal takes him to 24 goals and 11 assists. So really, really good from those three. It was very much a game today where the front three decided the game, as it has been for much of the season. Really, really good from them. It was nice to be able to give Iniesta and Rakitic and Jordi Alba as well a rest. We brought on Mathieu, who made his return from injury. He came on at left back, and like I mentioned before, Arda Turan and Rafinha both coming off the bench and both making a bit of an impact. But in general today, it wasn't really about the performance. All we needed was the result. We knew there was 2 games to go. This was a local derby. This is a game we had to give everything to get the result, and that's exactly what we did. And we should feel proud of ourselves today. We've given everything. We've overcome a real physical battle with Espanyol, and we've overcome a lot of pressure as well, because going into this game, there was a lot of media hype on it. There was a lot of people who expected this to be a very, very difficult game, and we've come out and we've absolutely destroyed Espanyol. And I'm really, really pleased about that, because quite frankly, I don't like them. I really don't like them. And when they get relegated, if they get relegated anytime soon, I will be a very, very happy man, because I think we're very, very glad that every player coming off that pitch can still walk. So any team that approaches a game like that, that's exactly what we want to do. We want to punish them, and that's exactly what we did today. But going into the final round of the season, like I say, against Granada, we're going to be going there. They're not going to be playing for an awful lot. They're not really going to be putting their bodies on the line as much as they would have if they still needed a result to stay in La Liga. And it's quite ironic, actually, that Granada actually secured their safety today against Sevilla away. They played really, really well in that game, although Sevilla rotated their squad quite heavily. And they won 4-1 in that game. But guess who scored 2 of the goals? Isaac Cuenca. So very, very interesting there. They're safe, so I'd expect that game to be a decent one. Real Madrid away at Deportivo La Coruña, who incidentally also won today, 2-0 winners away at Villarreal. So that's going to be an interesting game as well. Of course, we saw Deportivo a few weeks ago when we played them and when we beat them 8-0. So I'm not really expecting Real Madrid to come up against too much in the way of that. But I was really surprised today, actually, to see that Atletico Madrid had dropped out of the title race. Levante already relegated, but they've fallen to a very, very shock defeat there. Despite, to be honest, though, they've not had a great record when going there in recent years. So maybe on paper, not that much of a shock. But there is 2 teams still fighting for this title. I still believe that we are very, very much firm favourites for this. We still need to win on the last day, though, but I would expect that to happen. An outstanding result today by 5-0. Some excellent goals, some really breathtaking goals. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Let me know your feedback on sort of the highlights at the start. I can't really put, extended highlights in the video, again, speaking about copyright, but I just wanted to give you, an idea of the goals going in if you hadn't seen them, or if you wanted to see them again, they were there for you to have a look at while I was talking. So like I say, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below on that. Also, let me know your thoughts on this game, and also let me know, very much importantly, how you see the last game of the season going. Can we retain this title? We should be doing it away at Granada, but what are your thoughts on that? What's your gut feeling? So let me know down below, guys. Always look forward to hearing from you, as always. And thanks again for joining me here today. And a big hello to all the new subscribers that we're getting here. Really, really pleased with how the channel is going. And thanks, as always, for your support. I will see you very, very soon. But until next time, Visca El Barça!